Hello, my friends. Welcome once again to English Uncovered. My name is Peter, and I feel really happy that you are here with me today. It's always a pleasure to know that people from different countries, with different lives and different stories, come together in one place to learn and to practice English. Every time you decide to listen, every time you give your time to learning, you are making an investment in yourself. And that is something very powerful. In today's episode, we are going to talk about something very important for every learner: motivation in language learning. Motivation is that special energy that pushes you to keep going, even when the road feels long or heavy. It's what helps you not to stop when things get hard. It's what makes you smile at your own progress, even when the steps are small. When we talk about motivation, we are talking about how to stay strong, how to continue, and how to enjoy the journey of learning English, even on the days when it feels difficult. In this podcast, I always try to speak slowly so you can follow every word. I choose simple vocabulary so you don't feel lost. I repeat important ideas because repetition helps your brain to understand and remember. The more you hear the same idea in English, the more natural it becomes for you. And of course, while you listen, you can also practice. You can repeat after me, word by word, sentence by sentence. This activity is called shadowing. It means that you listen carefully and then speak immediately after me, copying my rhythm, my pronunciation, and my tone. This is one of the best ways to practice speaking, because you don't only think about the words, you also train your mouth, your ears, and your memory at the same time. So let's do this together. Take a deep breath right now. Feel your shoulders relax. Allow your mind to open and become calm. Tell yourself, I am ready to learn. I am ready to practice. I am ready to continue. And now, let's begin. Learning English, as you already know, is not always easy, and that is okay. Nothing that is truly valuable in life is simple or instant. It is completely normal to sometimes feel tired, to sometimes feel slow, and to sometimes feel like progress is invisible. But you must remember, you are not alone. Every person who tries to learn a new language goes through the same experience. Everyone needs time to listen, time to practice, time to repeat, and time to make mistakes and learn from them. You need time to understand new sounds. You need time to grow comfortable with new words. You need time to improve step by step, and you need time to see the changes in yourself. Some days, learning feels light and fun, like a game. On those days, you laugh, you enjoy, you discover new things, and you feel excited. But on other days, it feels heavy. You feel like you are moving slowly or like your brain doesn't want to cooperate. This is part of the journey. This is part of the process. When you have good days, enjoy them fully. Smile and say, "Yes, I am improving." Let those days give you energy. And when you have bad days, don't worry. Just keep going, even with small steps, because small steps are also progress. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to speak as fast as a native speaker. You don't need to know every single word in the English language. You only need to try. You only need to keep going forward, slowly, gently, one step at a time.
Remember, you are learning something difficult. You are challenging yourself, and you are doing it well. Learning English is very much like climbing a mountain. Sometimes the path is easy and smooth. Sometimes the road is steep and rocky. Sometimes you feel strong, and sometimes you want to stop and sit down. But if you look behind you, you will see something amazing. You have already come a long way. Think about it. You have learned new words that you didn't know before. You have listened to English and understood things you couldn't understand in the past. You have practiced and trained your brain and your mouth. You have improved. Even if you don't clearly see it today, you are not at the bottom anymore. You are climbing higher and higher. You are getting stronger every single day. That is why you must not give up. Some people climb faster, some people climb slower, but every person who climbs needs the same thing: motivation. Motivation is the key to moving forward. Without it, we stop. With it, we continue. And remember, motivation doesn't always come like fire or excitement. It's not always loud and strong. Many times, motivation is something soft and quiet. It is that small voice inside you that whispers, "Try again. Don't stop now. Just one more minute. Just one more sentence. Just one more exercise." And that is enough. If you feel tired, give yourself permission to rest. Resting does not mean failure. Rest is part of learning. But after you rest, come back. Continue again. If you feel confused, don't panic. Take a deep breath. Calm yourself. Then try again. You don't need a perfect study plan. You don't need the best book or the best teacher in the world. What you need is the ability to return again and again, no matter how many times you fall or how many times you stop. That is the true secret. So, ask yourself honestly, why do I want to learn English? Think deeply about your reason. Maybe you want to learn for your job so that you can find a better position, talk with international clients, or travel for business. Maybe you want English for travel, to feel free when you go to another country, to make friends with people from all over the world, to order food at a restaurant without fear. Or maybe you are learning simply because you enjoy it, because you like English music, English movies, or because you like the challenge of learning something new. Whatever your reason is, hold it close. Your reason is important. Your reason is strong. Your reason will carry you forward on the days when you don't feel motivated. Remember this: every single day you practice English, you are moving forward. It doesn't matter if you practice for a long time or for only a short moment. Even if it is just 5 minutes, you are still making progress. Even if it is only listening while you walk or while you cook, you are still giving your brain new input. Even if it is just trying, just opening your mouth and saying one sentence, you are still growing. You are not standing still. You are becoming a little bit better every day. And this is something you should be proud of, because many people want to do this, but they are afraid to begin. Many people dream of learning a language, but they never take the first step. You, on the other hand, are already walking on this road. You are already practicing. You are already opening the door to a bigger world. And that takes courage, real courage.
So be proud of yourself. You are doing something valuable. You are doing something that will give you new opportunities. You are doing something that will connect you with more people, more places, and more ideas. You are not just learning English. You are building a bridge to the world. Every word you learn is like a brick in that bridge. Every sentence you practice is like another stone placed carefully in the road. And the more you continue, the longer and stronger your bridge becomes. That's why it's so important to stay motivated. Stay patient with yourself. Stay gentle with your own mistakes. Don't push yourself too hard. Don't expect perfection. You don't need to speak fast like a native speaker. You don't need to know every word you hear. What you need is to continue, again and again, step by step. Your progress may be slow, but slow progress is still progress. One day, you will look back and realize how far you have come. Now, let's be honest together. How do you stay motivated when you feel tired? Because the truth is, some days you will feel very tired. You will feel busy with work or family. You will feel stressed. And your mind will tell you, I don't want to study today. I don't have energy for English. And that is completely normal. Everyone feels this way sometimes. You are human, and your brain also needs rest. There is nothing wrong with taking a break. But here is the important part. Even on hard days, you can still keep going. You don't need to do everything perfectly to make progress. Even small actions count. So how can you keep going when your energy is low? Let me share some simple ideas with you. Tip number 1. Do just a little. On days when you are tired, don't force yourself to study for 1 hour. Don't make it a big, heavy task. Just do something small and light. Listen to English for 5 minutes while you brush your teeth. Read one short paragraph while you wait for the bus. Repeat one simple sentence in your head while you walk. Even 1 minute is better than 0 minutes. Even one sentence is better than nothing. Remember, learning a language is not about doing a lot one time. It is about doing a little, again and again, every day. Small drops of water can fill a bucket if they continue to fall. Small actions create big results when you repeat them. Tip number 2. Always remember your reason. Ask yourself, why am I learning English? What is my why? Is it because you want a better job? Is it because you dream of studying abroad? Is it because you want to meet and talk with people from around the world? Or maybe it is just because you enjoy it, because English makes you feel excited and curious. Whatever your reason is, hold it in your heart. On the hard days, when you don't feel like studying, remind yourself of that reason. Say it out loud. Write it down on a piece of paper. Put it somewhere you can see every day. On your desk, on your wall, even on your phone screen. Your reason is your fuel. Your reason is like food for your motivation. When you feel empty, your reason gives you energy again. Tip number 3. Make it easy to start. Many people wait for the perfect time. They think, I will study when I have silence, when I have energy, when I have a good mood. But if you wait for the perfect time, you will wait forever. Life is never perfect. There is always noise, always work, always something happening. So don't wait. Make English simple and easy to begin. Put your book on your desk so you see it every day. Save a short English video on your phone so you can watch it quickly when you have free time. Set a timer for just 10 minutes. Tell yourself, I will only study for 10 minutes. Often, when you begin, you will continue longer without even noticing. But even if you only do those 10 minutes, it is still good. Starting is the hardest part, so make starting easy. The real goal in learning English is not perfection. The goal is not to speak without mistakes, not to know every word, not to be fast like a native speaker. The real goal is simply to start, to open your mouth, to listen, to try. Because once you start, the rest always becomes easier. Starting is the biggest step. Starting is like opening a heavy door. At first, it feels difficult. But once the door opens, walking through it is not so hard. So do not wait for the moment when you feel perfect. Do not wait until you believe you are ready. Begin today. Begin now, even if it is only a small action. Tip number 4 is this: be kind to yourself. Many learners say negative things to themselves. They think, I am too slow. My English is bad. I will never speak well. But these words are heavy. These words make your journey harder. Instead, speak kindly to yourself. Say, I am learning. I am trying. I am doing something difficult, and I am doing my best. When you speak to yourself with kindness, you give your heart energy. You are human, not a machine. And humans need kindness. Just like you want kindness from other people, you also deserve kindness from yourself. So, whenever you feel frustrated, change your words. Don't say, I am bad. Say, I am learning. I am growing. Tip number 5 is about celebration. Celebrate the small wins. Did you listen to English today? Even for 5 minutes. That is a win. Did you learn one new word? Even a simple one. That is a win. Did you try to repeat a sentence, even if it wasn't perfect? That is also a win. You don't need to wait for big results like speaking fluently or reading a long book. You only need to notice the small victories that happen every day. Smile when you notice them. Feel proud of them because they matter. Small wins are like small pieces of wood that keep the fire burning. Without them, the fire dies. With them, the fire grows stronger and stronger. Now, in this part of our episode, I will begin to use slightly longer sentences than before. I will still speak slowly. I will still use simple vocabulary, but the sentences will be just a little longer. This will help your ears practice. It will help your listening grow step by step, little by little. And don't worry if you don't understand every single word. That is normal. Understanding every single word is not the goal. The goal is to follow the meaning, to catch the general idea, and to relax while you listen. Learning English is a process that takes time. It takes many days, many weeks, many months. But here is the problem. Sometimes you do not feel your own progress. You listen, you practice, you repeat, and still you ask yourself, am I improving? Is all this work doing anything? Why is my English still not good enough? These questions are very common. Every learner feels this way sometimes. But here is the truth. You are improving, even if you don't see it clearly yet. You are better today than you were yesterday. You are better this month than you were last month. Every time you practice, you are building, even if the building is invisible for now. Think of a tree. When you water a tree, you don't see the roots growing underground, but they are growing. Your English is the same. Progress is happening inside your brain, even if your eyes don't see it immediately. So, how can you actually notice your progress?
How can you feel that learning is really working? Let me share with you some simple ways. The first tip is to write things down often. If possible, keep a small notebook just for English. In this notebook, write the new words you discover. Write the sentences that you like. Write down something you did in English today. You don't need to write a lot. Even one sentence per day is enough. Just a few words every day will create a history, a memory of your learning. And when you look back after some weeks or months, you will be surprised. You will see how many words you collected. You will see how many sentences you wrote. You will see your own journey on the page. That is how you notice your growth. For example, imagine today you listened to a podcast. You heard many words, but one special word stayed with you. Maybe that word was progress. You didn't know it before, but now you understand it. Later, you watched a video, and to your surprise, you understood the meaning. Maybe not everything, but you caught a few important words, and suddenly the message became clear. These are the small but powerful steps of learning. Now, think about this. After 1 week, or maybe after 1 month, you open your little notebook again. You read the word progress, and you remember the day you first learned it. You smile because you remember how difficult it felt before, and now it feels easy. This moment is magic. This moment is real progress. Real progress is not only about knowing many words or passing a big exam. Real progress is about feeling something that was once difficult, now becoming natural, light, and simple for you. Tip number 2. Record your own voice. You do not need special equipment. You don't need a professional microphone like the one I am using. Your phone is more than enough. Just open the recorder, take a deep breath, and say 1 or 2 simple sentences. You can start like this. Hello, my name is Sarah. I live in Turkey. I am learning English because I want to study abroad. That is it. Very simple. Then wait 1 week. Come back and record yourself again. Say the same sentences. Then listen carefully to both recordings, the first and the second. You will hear the difference. Maybe your pronunciation is a little clearer. Maybe your voice is a little more confident. Maybe you pause less or your words come faster. These are signs of progress. They are proof you can hear with your own ears. Progress becomes real when it is not only in your head, but also in your voice. Tip number 3. Learn to notice the small things you understand. Remember, progress is not always big and loud. It is not always about a high test score, a diploma, or a certificate. Sometimes progress is quiet. It is a secret moment when something clicks in your mind. For example, one day you listen to someone speaking English, and for the first time, you understand a whole sentence without translating. Or maybe you watch a short video without subtitles, and suddenly you can follow the story. Or maybe you are speaking to a friend, and the words come naturally, without stopping to think in your first language. These are small moments, but they are powerful. They are victories. They are proof that your brain is changing, that your English is growing, even if slowly. These small signs are not small at all. They are big wins for your journey. Tip number 4. Don't only look forward, also look back. Many learners make this mistake. They only look at what they cannot do yet. They say, I cannot understand native speakers. I cannot speak fast. I still make many mistakes. Of course, these things are true, but they are not the whole truth. You also need to look behind you to see how far you have already come. Ask yourself, what could I do 1 month ago? What can I do today? Maybe 2 months ago, you could not understand a podcast like this one, and now you are listening to me, following the meaning, and staying with me for many minutes. That is amazing progress. Maybe 1 month ago, you could not say 2 full sentences, but now you can introduce yourself with confidence. Maybe last year you could not write 3 lines in English, and now you can write short paragraphs in your notebook. Do you see? Looking back shows you are moving forward. You are not stuck. You are not the same person as before. Progress can be fast, but sometimes it is slow. And that is perfectly okay, because slow progress is still progress. Every step forward, even a small one, is a real step. A tiny step is better than no step. And when you keep walking with tiny steps every day, one day you will look back and see that you have climbed very far.
Okay, my friends. In this part of our podcast, I want to share something very important. I want to talk about how to enjoy the process of learning English. Even when it feels slow, even when it feels difficult, even when mistakes happen again and again. Because learning is not only about reaching a goal, it is also about enjoying the road you walk on. The sentences I use in this section will continue to be a little longer than before. Still simple, still clear, but a little longer. This will help your listening skills grow stronger. And remember, you do not need to understand every word. Understanding every single word is not the goal. The goal is to stay relaxed, to follow the meaning, and to trust that your brain is learning, even when it feels invisible. All right, my friend. Learning is not a race. It is not a competition where you need to run faster than other people or try to reach the finish line before anyone else. Learning is a long journey, like a walk across a big landscape. You take one step, and then another, and then another. Sometimes you walk quickly because you feel full of energy. Other times you walk slowly because you feel tired. And sometimes you stop to rest, to breathe, to look around. And all of that is okay. You don't need to rush. You don't need to be first. The only thing you need to do is continue walking forward. Remember, there is joy in the journey itself. There is joy in every little moment of growth, in every small victory you experience along the way. Joy is not only at the finish line. Joy is in the small things you do today. Like when you watch a movie and suddenly you understand one sentence without subtitles. Like when you speak to someone, even for only 10 seconds, and they understand you. Like when you remember a new word you learned last week and you use it in real life. These moments are small, but they are precious. They bring happiness. You don't need an exam or a teacher to tell you that you are making progress. You can feel it in your own heart. Now, let's talk about something many learners fear. Mistakes. Many people say to me, "Tom, I don't want to speak because I might say the wrong thing. I feel nervous because my grammar is not perfect. I am afraid someone will laugh at me." But listen very carefully, my friend. Mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are not signs of failure. Mistakes are part of learning. In fact, they are the exact way that we grow. Think about a baby learning to walk. The baby stands up, tries one step, and falls down. Then it tries again, and falls again. But nobody says to the baby, "Don't try, stay on the floor forever." No. We smile, we clap, we encourage. We say, "Good job, try again." And this is how the baby learns to walk. By falling, by making mistakes, by trying again. And you are doing the same thing now, just with English. Every time you forget a word, every time you say something in the wrong order, every time someone corrects you, you are not failing. You are practicing. You are learning. You are walking forward. So please do not be afraid of mistakes. Say the word even if it feels wrong. Try the sentence even if it sounds strange. Write the message even if you are not sure about the grammar. Because practice with mistakes is real practice. No one speaks perfectly all the time, not even native speakers. Native speakers forget words. They change their sentences. They make grammar mistakes too. So give yourself permission to be imperfect. Be brave enough to practice anyway. And here's another important idea. Learning does not always need to be serious. It does not always need to feel like hard work. You can make it fun. You can play with the language. You can sing along to music in English, even if you don't understand every word. You can watch short videos or cartoons and enjoy them. You can stand in front of the mirror, talk to yourself in English, and even laugh at your own mistakes. You can read something that is interesting to you, a funny story, a news article, a short dialogue, not only textbooks. When learning feels like fun, when it feels like play, your brain relaxes. And when your brain is relaxed, it remembers better. So, let me give you some advice. Find what you love and connect it with English. If you love cooking, watch cooking videos in English. If you love football, read football news in English. If you love music, learn the words to one song. When you enjoy what you are doing, the learning happens naturally. You do not even notice how much you are learning because you are smiling, you are interested, you are curious. Now, let's talk about something bigger, something about your future. I want to show you why learning English, even slowly, even step by step, can open many doors for you. English is not just a school subject. It is not just a class you take once a week. English is a tool. It is a key. It is something you can use everywhere in real life. Think about this. When you speak English, you can talk to people from countries you have never visited. You can make new friends on the internet. You can write messages. You can join communities. You can be part of conversations, not just watch from the outside. English gives you the ability to connect. You can also enjoy art and culture in English. You can watch movies without waiting for subtitles. You can read books that are not translated. You can listen to music and understand the words. You can follow world news directly. You can see the world with new eyes because English gives you the access to more information, more voices, more stories. Now, think about this number. More than 1.5 billion people around the world speak English. That means when you speak English,
You are never truly alone. No matter where you are, in Brazil, in Vietnam, in Iran, in Spain, in Iraq, in Ukraine, in Russia, in South Korea, in Japan, in Indonesia, in Thailand, somewhere there is a person who can talk to you in English. English gives you the power to understand people, and also the power to be understood. And that, my friend, is something very powerful. English also gives you more choices in life. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want to study abroad. Maybe you want to travel and feel free to talk to people in other countries. English makes those dreams closer and easier. When you know English, you can apply for international jobs. You can study in another country. You can join courses online. You can understand instructions, websites, and tools that are often in English. Even in your own country, more and more companies want workers who can speak English. More machines, more apps, more programs use English. So learning English is not only for school. It is something practical, something useful, something that can give you freedom and opportunities. And now, my friend, you have made it to the end of this episode. You listened with your heart. You gave your time and your energy to something very important, yourself. Today, we talked about motivation. We talked about how learning English is a journey, not a race. We talked about how to keep going even when you feel tired. We talked about mistakes, about enjoying the process, about making learning fun, and finally, about how English can open doors to a bigger future.
And now, before we say goodbye, I want to tell you something from my heart. I am proud of you. Yes, you. You are doing something difficult. You are building a skill that can truly change your life. It does not matter if you speak slowly. It does not matter if you make mistakes. It does not matter if you feel shy or nervous. What matters is this: you are trying. You are growing. You are showing up. And that is powerful. So, my friends, keep listening, keep speaking, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. I'm Peter, and this is English Uncovered. Thank you for being here, and thank you for walking this journey with me. Until next time, bye for now.